Hello everyone. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about MindTap and how to use it and some of the activities that you're going to encounter in MindTap. Now, if you haven't registered, please register for MindTap. And there is a video that shows you somewhat step-by-step how to register for MindTap. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the book. And you can read the book through the MindTap. And so the first thing you're going to do is obviously find MindTap on Canvas, and it's going to uh, load the MindTap website. And if you look on the right-hand side margin, right-hand side margin, you'll notice that there is a book picture icon. And when you click on that, that will open the book for you. Sometimes you have to make it a little bit larger, but you can go through the chapters by just clicking on the chapter sections. And then below, you'll see that there's like a weird line at the bottom, and that allows you to just toggle through the chapter as well. And again, you can read chapter by chapter here. And in the mobile app, there is the ability to have it read to you. It's not the greatest voice. It's like a little bit of a computerized voice, but if that helps, then I certainly suggest that you take advantage of that. And as I mentioned, here's the mobile app version, and you can just read it there, or you can have the app read it for you as you follow along. That often helps out a lot. Right. The next thing I want to talk about is some of the activities, and you'll notice that there are different types of activities. There are the things that we call masteries. Masteries by themselves are their own kind of assignment, and you're going to get 100 points for that. Activities, which include the watch, the apply, and the experiences. Some chapters have activities and some chapters don't, but all of the activities together equal 100 points. And the same thing for the quizzes. Almost all the chapters have quizzes. I believe all the chapters have quizzes. And all the MindTap quizzes together form 100%, or I should say 100 points in your overall grade. Let me first talk about the masteries. So again, I believe all the chapters have masteries. And when you click on it, excuse me, this is in Canvas. When you click on, let's say, chapter 1 or chapter 2 page, it'll take you to the chapter 1 or chapter 2 page. And if you look at the bottom, there is a Mastery chapter 1 and a MindTap quiz chapter 1. Those will both be links that you can click on that will take you straight into MindTap. I kind of said that already. Now, the mastery will sort of bring you over to a page that kind of looks something like this. And you'll notice that there are some dots. And every time you do one of the masteries, those dots will get a little bit further along until they get to that white line. And that's the point. Once they've gotten to that white line, it means that you've gotten full points for the assignment. Now, there's the white line there in red. And towards the bottom, you'll notice that there is a button that says Learn. You're going to click on that to actually turn on the activity. And you'll see there that there is this little circle that says Progress to Goal. And every time you do it, it will fill up that circle in black until you get to 100%. And as I mentioned, that means that you're done. You've gotten 100% on the assignment. Now, the MindTap sessions are short, and they tend to be vocab and some overall concepts. And they're going to sort of give you, let's say, for example, here they give you a definition, and then you're going to learn it, read it, you're going to hit next, and then it's going to give you another definition or another concept, maybe 2, 3, or 4, and then it's going to ask you a couple of questions, and then it'll come back. The way the masteries work is that you're just going to keep on doing it until you basically get all the questions right. Um, Towards the top, you'll see that there is this progress bar. Now, this progress bar, the one that's straight like this, that's just for that specific session. Once this session is done, that doesn't mean that you've gotten 100%. It just means that this session is done, and it's going to force you to take a break. Okay. And you'll see here that it says 3 hours. That means that it, even if you keep on doing more masteries, it won't count towards your grade. It wants you to take a break and then come back later. This is just something that helps people remember. When you take breaks and then you come back, it forces you to remember and it helps you to learn better. Um, Now, once this circle is filled up to 100%, then that does mean that you're done with chapter 1 mastery, and it means that you've gotten 100% on chapter 1 mastery. Let's say you don't finish it and you only get 80% of the way through. Well, then that's what you have. You have 80% on your chapter 1 mastery. Okay. Okay. And again, don't forget that you have to take breaks. So I would always start early in the week with your masteries. Don't wait till the end for the masteries. That way you don't have to do it all at once at the end. You can continue to do masteries late, but if you do your mastery late, then you will get late points for your mastery. Now, let me talk a little bit about the activities. Not all the chapters have activities. Chapter 2, chapter 6 and 7, 9 and 11 all have activities, some more than others, by the way. When you have to do an activity, again, you're going to first go to Canvas, then you're going to click on the activity that you want to do on the page, and it's going to load MindTap. I'm going to click on your load, in this case, watch chapter 2, which is one of the activities. And then it's just going to give you an activity. You're going to watch a video or answer some questions or something like that. When you're done, you're going to hit grade it now. And for the most part, most activities will give you a few attempts. But here's the trick with the activities. If you get full points the first time, just go ahead and take the full points and just click I'm done, grade assignment now. If you didn't get full points and you want to try it again, then you're going to click on the link again. You'll see the arrow. You're going to click on it as if though you're going to take it again. But it's just going to take you to the activity that you already did. You have to scroll down and find the button that says try another version. And that will give you a new activity where you can take it and then get then grade it once you're done. Now, as I mentioned here, if you have the full points the first time, just click I'm done. Because if you keep on doing more attempts, it's not going to give you the highest grade you got. It's going to give you an average. So always do your best to get the highest score. This isn't the kind of activity that you can just kind of go through it and then say, well, I'll just look at it the first time and then I'll get a better score the second time, because it's always going to average out your scores. Um, and if, let's say, you get one low score and one high score, take it the third time and get a second high score so that you can get the highest grade possible. Um, Now, again, once you're done, you're going to click on the I'm done, grade assignment now. It's going to tell you, hey, are you sure that you want to grade this assignment? Because it's afraid that you, especially if you didn't take all the attempts, it's gonna say, hey, are you sure that you want to uh, turn this in? Click yes, grade the assignment, and then your score will be posted. And then finally, you have to take the MindTap quizzes, which are usually due at the end of the week. And as I mentioned, all of the chapters have a MindTap quiz. And just like before, you're going to go to Canvas, you're going to go to the page, in this case, chapter 2 page, click on the quiz, and it's going to ask you, do you want to load it? And then, yes, you're going to load the MindTap. Okay. Now, the quizzes, you only get one shot at them. So you're going to start the assignment now, and it's going to say, okay, take me to the quiz. And you're going to give you the opportunity to take the quiz. It'll show you each question by itself. And every time that you answer a question, then you're going to click continue. And now, sometimes people will click on the blocks up here, and you'll notice how some of the blocks are blue and some of the blocks are gray. What happens is if you have any gray blocks, it means you haven't saved an answer for that question. So even if you clicked an answer there, you have to hit continue down here, or it won't save the answer. And I know that's kind of annoying, but please make sure that you click on the continue so that it always saves your answers. Also, at the end of the quiz, make sure that there aren't any gray blocks before you hit submit. Once you hit submit, then it's going to grade it, and that's the score that you're going to get. I do believe that you can take the quizzes on the app. And so if you download the app, you can take it through there. Now, guys, if you have any questions, as always, please send me an email. My contact information is in the banner, or you can just send me an email straight through Canvas, and I can't wait to hear from you.